All right. All right. So let's get this show on the road. I hope everybody's having an amazing morning. We are going to be talking about video content creation today. My name is Joel Okendo. I'm going to be your guide through this um, awesome, exciting process of recording video and kind of putting yourself out there as a realtor. Marco, our branch manager, always tells our agents, you cannot be a successful realtor and be undercover at the same time. You cannot be an undercover agent. We are not here to hide the fact or to be embarrassed of the fact that we're in real estate or that we're trying to sell things. As a matter of fact, we want to let everybody know so that we can close as many deals and help as many people as possible. Okay, if you're just signing in, if you could turn your cameras on, that would be amazing so that we all can see one another. Once again, this is a video training, so I would imagine that you would be okay with having your video on. I promise you we will not be judging you and your hair or makeup or I don't know, hangover face, whatever it is that you got going on today. I don't know what people do on Wednesday nights. So um so yeah, so we're going to dive into video content creation. And so I appreciate all of you who have your video cameras on. I really appreciate that. I know that that's like half of people's COVID anxiety is just being on the camera live on a Zoom call. And so today we're going to dive into a lot of what makes good video content. And I'm going to show you guys some tricks and things that you guys can do to record one video and use it for 6 months to keep getting content out of it. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys some really basics, like some basic tips and tricks on video, but I am also going to show you guys some pretty high level things that a lot of you type in the chat me if you've ever seen somebody's social media and thought to yourself, how in the world do they have the time to record all this stuff, all this content? If you've ever thought that, type it in the chat. Just type me. So I'm going to show you guys some really cool ways for you to do that, so that you look like you're like a rock star and you're not spending your whole life recording videos and not closing deals. Okay. This is something that is super, super important. And so really quickly, if you could type in the chat, I just want to know, what do you feel like your weakness is when it comes to video? When it comes to video creation and just recording content in general, what do you feel like your weakness is? Let's be honest with each other for a moment here, right? This is a safe space. I'll kick anybody out who says anything otherwise. Tony, looking good. Nah, man, you crushing it, bro. You're at the gym. You're already halfway there. That's what I need to be doing. I need to be going to the gym instead of snacking. I told myself I'm gonna hit the gym in February, so I give time to all the quitters to get out of the gym. Stop using my machines. All right, so let's see here. Okay, looking good. Planning. Okay, Felix, I feel that. Fear of judgment. Okay. Editing. Thinking out how to put it together to not sound stupid. I totally feel that. I feel that still every time I post a video. I'm like, how do I? That sounds stupid. I'm not going to post that. What to post about? I love that, Violet. Content. All of the above. Body language. Okay, I love it. I love it. There's so much good stuff here. All right, so I'm going to tell you guys right now. This training is going to help you, whether it's feeling more confident on camera, whether it is feeling more prepared with your content, or whether it is just putting out better content. Okay, so the very first thing that we all need to do when it comes to video content creation is just make good content. Okay, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. I'm not just saying it so that it's like, duh, of course you got to make good content, right? But I say this because most people put out content that is not good.
Hello.
Let's be honest, right? Can we be like brutally honest? Have you ever seen a realtor post a video that you're like,
Yes, who is this?
that's dumb? Anybody? That goes back to Miriam's fear of judgment. I'm the guy that she's afraid of. No, I'm kidding. The whole point is you have to make good content, right? And good content always starts with knowing what performs well. Okay, just having an idea of what is actually working. So think to yourself, okay, I want you to type in the chat, what type of content do you like to consume? Okay, what type of content do you like to consume? I am one of these people that is like a serial like, have you guys ever seen those tasty videos that they're like, they show you the ingredients and then they show you this amazing, meal full of cheese by the end, and it's like a 30-second video and they show you how to cook a whole meal in 30 seconds. Has anybody ever seen those videos? I'm like addicted to those videos. I'm also addicted to those videos of watching people do things that are like really relaxing, like painting a wall with a spray paint, or like making a tile floor, like with the little designs and stuff, mixing paint. There's a whole TikTok channel that has millions of followers, and all the guy does is mix paint on his channel, right? So you got to find out what makes good content. So I want you to type in the chat, what type of content do you like? Okay, engaging content, funny, relatable, okay? Humor content, of course. Humor content is like one of my favorite. Sometimes I'll be following humorous pages that I don't tell people that I follow, because if I did, they'd be like, "Oh my God, your sense of humor is kind of crazy," and it's like, yeah, but it's hilarious. And so, yes, DIY. I love it when people teach you how to do stuff, right? When people just educate you on like, this is how you, I don't know, fix your credit, or this is how you build a table. You know, okay, rocks, engage in raw. Yes, engaging in raw, with professionalism, of course. Awesome. This is really great feedback. Interior decor, absolutely. I follow a interior designer. Her name is Alex Gailey. She posts some of the coolest renovations that I've ever seen, and it's like all in time lapse. So all of her videos are like these super fast, like she's running all over the place, designing a place, and then she shows the reveal, and it's like always amazing. So yeah, so that's another really, really good one. So now when it comes to making good content, you just want to know what type of content performs well across all platforms. So of course, humor is one that is going to always perform really well. Humor always performs well because everybody likes to laugh. There's even cranky people like to laugh. Okay. And so whether that's they have a dry sense of humor, or whether that's they have, a really like dad joke type of humor, whatever it is, everybody likes to laugh. Okay. And so when it comes to humor, you how many of you guys follow The Broke Agent? If you're a realtor and you're not following The Broke Agent, are you even licensed? Like, are you really doing real estate? No, I'm kidding. The Broke Agent is hilarious, right? The Broke Agent posts all kinds of funny content, and it's all about the complaints of being a realtor, right? That might be why he's broke. But it's funny, but like his content is so engaging, and the content is just like has opened a path for him to have influence, right? And so this guy has thousands and thousands of followers on social media, and those, the platform that he's has allowed him to dive into creating, relationships and developing deals and contracts and stuff that he wouldn't have otherwise been able to do had he not been out there creating good content. Okay. Educational content is also really high performing. These are the things like the pros and cons of FHA loans are such and such and such, right? And not just educational content like real estate related. I'm going to show you guys a video soon on a realtor who posted a video of how to properly replace and how to properly use your fire extinguisher in your home. So things that most people are like everybody has seen a fire extinguisher. Everybody probably has a fire extinguisher, but how many people have actually used a fire extinguisher? You know what I mean? So just little things like that. How to stop your smoke detector from beeping, or, how to maximize the efficiency of your air handler, or whatever. There's all kinds of things that you can do to post educational content out there. And for those of you who are really trying to dive into the revenue sharing in in lifestyle. Another huge one that you can do is educational content on why you're working with the company that you're working with, right? Letting people know, like, my company is awesome, I love it here, and if you are in a company that you hate, you can come and be with us and love it, and your brokerage won't suck like it does now, right? And so, those are all types of things. Educational videos. What is your brokerage doing for you? Those types of things, right? Um, Storytelling videos are also really, really great videos. Okay, telling your why, right? Like, I had an agent that came into our office and she said, "Well, when I bought my house, my realtor sucked, and that's why I decided to start doing real estate." And then she just went into the story of, when she decided to dive into real estate and what kind of pushed her to it. And she was literally saying, like, if this guy can sell houses, anybody can sell houses. Like, and so it's so easy a caveman can do it, right? And so it's one of those things where storytelling is also really, really engaging content. It's really good content, especially if the story is either funny or if it's something that people can learn from. Now you're incorporating other high performing content into the same story and piece of content. And then the other high performing, high engagement type of content is conversation starters. Okay, I don't know how many of you guys follow Tali from our company. She is in Miami, and she posts, so she'll make a story post that will say, I'm curious to know how many of my friends actually know me. And then she'll post like 6 stories after that, asking questions and seeing which one of her friends knows the answer to those questions. And it's smart because she's pushing her audience to engage with her page and engage with her content. That way, whenever she goes to post her real estate post, she's already had a lot of engagement. So the algorithm already thinks people want to see whatever Tali is putting out there, right? And so those types of things, like, you want to get creative, and you want to try and figure out ways to get your audience to interact with you. Okay, you want to find ways for your audience to interact with you. Sophia, do you have a question? Okay. If you do have a question, I am going to have a time at the end for Q&A, and then we'll go over, over any questions that you might have. And that's fine.
Great job.
Oh, oh, me. What's up, bro? Let me see.
I'm in the house, man. I'm loving the mic. I gotta give me a mic just like that as well too. Maybe you can at the end go over equipment to grab.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's part of
I
it. It's part of it. I
I
got
just
you.
finished a walkthrough right now, and I bust out the selfie stick in my pocket. They were surprised. You gotta
You
get that
always got to be
video in,
ready.
man.
You always
Yeah.
got to be ready. That's funny. All right. So when you're planning your videos, you want to start with the end in mind. Think about the outcome that you desire from your video. Okay. Do you want people to reach out to you for assistance with buying a home? Do you want people to reach out to you for assistance with selling a home? Do you want to get people pre-qualified? Do you just want to start a conversation? Do you want to have the opinion of your audience on a particular subject? You want to start with the end in mind, because if you start with the outcome that you desire, it'll be way easier for you to plan out the content. Okay, so it's really important that when you get into planning out your content, that you start with the end in mind. You know what your desired outcome is, so that you can create the path to that outcome with your video. The other thing you want to do is you want to think about the fall in. Okay, so if I were you, I would take out a sheet of paper. I would draw four squares on your paper, and I would put the name of the category above each one of those. So storytelling, humor, educational, and conversation starters. And I would basically make a list of 5 or 6 different videos that we have, that you're able to use, like 5 or 6 different video ideas that you can then come back to when it's time to plan, and you can make it happen. Tony, I know that we have a photo studio in the Miami Lakes office. I don't know if they use it for video or not, but I would definitely reach out to Litza and find out, because that would definitely be helpful. I mean, honestly, if I'm recording video, I'm doing it at Aventura. I'm be 100% honest. Aventura's office is so nice. That's where, yeah, shout out to my ladies. That's funny. No, but for real, when it comes to planning out your content, you want to make sure that you think about the category that you want your video to fall into, so that on a particular day when you sit down to do your videos, you can just knock out one category and you can do 10 videos on that one category. And we'll get a little bit more into that, in the future. But you also want to think about the audience that you're trying to reach. Okay. Again, are you trying to reach out to buyers, sellers, investors? Are you just trying to educate people? Are you trying to, reach out to people who you're going to ask for referrals from in the near future? What is it that you're trying? Who is it that you're trying to reach? All right. You think about what you would like to watch. This is a big one. Okay. Think about what you would like to watch. I'm a musician. Okay. Whenever I go into the studio, I will record a song. And if I don't like it, I can't expect other people to like it, right? It has to be a song that I like listening to if I'm ever going to share it with somebody, right? And it's the same thing with video. I don't know why so many people put out video content, and they put out the content and it's not even something that they themselves would share with somebody else if somebody else had made that video. You get what I'm saying? And so you want to make sure that when you're planning out your content, that you're thinking about, is this something that I would like to watch? Would I watch this video? Would I share this video? That's a really great way to kind of gauge whether you're making good content or whether you're making subpar content. Okay. Now, after you've planned, you want to organize yourself. Okay. Have several ideas mapped out prior to having your shoot. Okay. This is when it comes in handy to put together a list. Maybe you can make a spreadsheet. Maybe you can make, just a notebook paper where you write down a bunch of ideas, and have a mixture of content, have humor, educational, storytelling, conversation starters. Make sure that you have all of this stuff. Guys, I'm going to tell you guys right now, the highest performing content right now on social media is what's called short form content. Short form content. Does anybody know what that means? Unmute yourself or type it in the chat.
Reels, baby.
Yes.
What does it mean?
Short form content, short form videos mean bite-sized videos, video clips that are 15 to 30 seconds. It's called short form content. Short form content is being prioritized by social media algorithms. That means that if your video is 2 minutes or longer, it will probably be more willing, or it'll probably be more likely that it will get less engagement, that less people will engage with that video for the duration of that video, unless the content is like engaging, right? Let's say that Tony is like at the gym and he meets J-Lo at the gym, right? Probably people are going to watch that video for longer than 2 minutes. But in general, if you're just talking about FHA loans and conventional loans, probably somebody's not going to be on there watching the video for 3 or 4 minutes, because social media is a scrolling medium, right? So you just scroll 15 seconds. Okay, scroll to the next one. Think about how you consume content, right? And so short form content is going to be the best. So when I tell you to make a list of content ideas, I'm not telling you to plan out, 3 and 4 minute videos. I'm telling you, so this is what I would do, right? The minimum credit score that you need in order to get qualified for an FHA loan is 580. I hope that this information has been helpful. DM me for more information. That's my video. The minimum credit score for a conventional loan is 620. And if you have any questions or if you need help getting pre-qualified and you meet that credit criteria, reach out to me ASAP. I can get you into a home before the summer. That's a video. The pros of an FHA is that you get to have a lower down payment, as low as 3.5%. Reach out to me for more information and I can connect you with one of our lending partners. That's a video. Short form content. Okay. You want to take the ideas that you have and you want to break it down, cut the fat. You don't have to introduce yourself in every video. If you do, make it quick and make it the same introduction for every video. Okay. So this is what that would sound like. Okay. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Joel, and here is your real estate tip of the day. That's my intro. And that's going to be my intro every single time I record a video with the real estate tip. Okay. And I'm not just thinking about the intro, but I'm also thinking about the outro. So, hey, what's going on, guys? This is Joel, and this is your real estate tip of the day. If you're looking to get approved for an FHA loan, you're going to need to have X, Y, and Z in place. I hope that this has been helpful, and I'll see you around. I hope that this has been helpful, and I'll see you around is going to be at the end of every video. Okay. It's what's going to like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard a podcast or if you guys have ever watched a video and they continuously say the same thing. Like, for example, Ellen DeGeneres, right? What does Ellen DeGeneres say at the end of every show? Anybody can unmute yourself and chime in.
Something about being kind.
Yes, be kind. At the end of every show, she says, be kind. And that's her thing. That's how she ends every show. And so there's an introduction that's always going to be the same. And there's an outro that's always going to be the same. And if you have that, you already, listen, I already have 7 of my 15 seconds or 30 seconds have already been mapped out because I know what my introduction is going to be and I know what my outro is going to be. So now all I got to do is change what goes in the middle, right? And if you do that, when you sit down to plan out and organize your content, when it comes time to shoot, you're going to be like a robot. You're going to be like hitting the nail on the head every single time because you already know how you're going to start and you already know how you're going to end. The problem that a lot of content creators make is that they don't know how they're going to end their videos or they don't know how they're going to start their videos. And so it takes them longer to get through content because they're constantly having to think, oh, did that introduction sound stupid? Oh, no, I didn't really say what I wanted to at the end. Let me try that again. But if you already know what you're going to say at the beginning, at the end, all you got to do is worry about the middle. And so you're halfway prepared, right? So write out on a piece of paper a list of topics with a phrase to remind you what it's about. Okay. So if you're doing this in a spreadsheet on Excel, right, you're going to write out all of the ideas that you have. And then you're going to write a quick phrase that is going to remind you what that topic is about, right? So like if you're doing minimum credit score FHA, you'll put 580 next to it. Minimum credit score conventional, 620 next to it. Minimum credit score VA loan, you're going to put the credit score next to it. And then when you sit down to record content, that phrase at the right of the idea is always going to trigger and remind you what it is that you're about to talk about, so that for that 20 seconds that you have to fill in after the intro and before the outro, you already are focused in on what it is that you have to do. All right. Now, let's talk about gear. Okay. Because a lot of people are always, this is like one of their biggest questions is, what kind of gear do I need? What do I need to have in order to make high content, high quality content? So video obviously is a big one, but this is something that you can literally use. Like right now, I'm using the webcam on my computer. And outside of the way that my face actually looks, I mean, it's pretty good quality, right? It's like, it's a pretty good quality video. There's decent lighting. There's decent, so obviously I have my audio piece right here, right? This is actually a microphone that is like made for podcasts and stuff like that. So this is a little bit higher quality microphone, but you can get away. Like I have 60 videos that I recorded about credit repair. If you go through my social media and you see the credit repair videos that I made, a lot of those videos were made with the microphone from my AirPods. I just popped in my AirPods and that was the microphone that I used, and it was decent quality. Okay. So there's also lavalier, or those like clip-on microphones that you put on your lavalier microphones are the microphones that you clip on to your clothing. Those are also really good. I don't recommend those if you're going to be moving around a lot, but those are really good. And then shotgun microphones, if you are looking to get a little bit higher quality audio, you can get some really good, shotgun microphones at Best Buy. Can we all welcome Tali to the group today? Tali, we were just talking about you.
Why are you welcoming me?
Yeah, we were just talking about you because you make good content. So, yeah, we were shouting you out. So, lighting, guys, lighting is super important. Tali, will you ever record a video if you have bad lighting?
I will not. I actually have
bad lighting,
2 ring lights and an extra light. I will always, and there's so many apps. I'm not taking over your meeting. Your meeting here.
No, you're good. You're good.
Will also help you with content.
Yes.
If you're just doing still content, there's no excuse not to have them. It's super simple.
Right. Absolutely. So when it comes to lighting, guys, it can be just as simple as finding a good window in your house. Seriously, you don't need to go out and buy all these lights. The lights help so that you can control your environment as much as possible, but you do not have to, like, I don't want anybody to watch this training and say, oh, I don't have the money to buy a light, so now I can't make good video content. No, that's BS. I have made good video content in my car. Okay. It's all about the subject of the matter, but it's also about making sure that it just looks good, right? You just want to make sure that you look good and that you sound good, because if you look good, you're going to feel good. And if you feel good, the content is always going to hit different. Okay. And so when it comes to video, you want to try and get, I mean, there should be no excuse for anybody to have bad video quality, right? Like in these days, I have 98% of my videos, I shoot it on my phone. Okay. If you have an Android phone, throw it away, buy an iPhone, and then your videos will look great. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. Right now I just stepped on a couple toes. But when it comes to audio, like I said, guys, I don't know how many of you guys have ever seen, I wish I had them with me. I don't know where mine are, but I don't know how many of you guys have ever seen reels where somebody is holding their Apple headphones, right? The ones that come with the phone, and they're holding it like if it was a mic in their video. I think it looks dumb, but the sound quality is pretty decent. And so you don't need to go out and spend a ton of money to get good audio or good video. You just have to know the tricks. If you're looking for good lighting, go to a good window, make sure that your face is facing the window, or at least half of your face is facing the window at an angle. Okay. So that half of your face is pretty well lit like this. You see how the top of my face is lit and then the bottom half is got a shadow. You want to make sure that you have decent lighting on your face so that people can see you and that people can just kind of enjoy the content and not be distracted by, bad lighting. Tali's on fire in the chat right now. She dropping Amazon links. She put, okay, Ronique, there's mini ring lights. Yes, absolutely. Guys, there's no reason for us to not like I get the desire to spend money to get the best outcome, but if you don't have money, that shouldn't hold you back. It shouldn't hold you back from having decent video quality. And so I want you guys to know, if you guys want, after this training is done, I can actually send you a list of like good, better, best gear setups so that you can get the ball rolling right out of the gate. I don't know if Jose Medina is on the call right now, but I recently gave him a video content creator kit that it has a tripod, it had a ring light, it had a microphone for his, for him to actually have decent video content on his social media. It was his Christmas gift that I gave him, but it literally cost me like $100 at Best Buy, and then he had lighting, microphone, the stabilizer, he had everything he needed, right? And so if his videos don't look fire, it's on him. So it's just one of those things, guys. Gear, you shouldn't really harp on gear, but it is important to have the right things in place in order for you to get good content. Okay, now when you're getting ready to shoot, all right, when you're getting ready to shoot, if you're using a phone like an iPhone or an Android, there's always a favorites button on your albums, right? That you can save something to a favorites button. So this is what I would do. There's one of two things that you can do. These are two hacks to go through a lot of video in a short period of time. Okay. When I tell you a lot of video, I recorded 60 videos in 2 hours. And basically this is what I did. Okay. I had a list, like a spreadsheet of the different types of videos that I was going to be, discussing, the different types of categories and ideas. And then I had my iPhone. I looked at the idea and I recorded the video. I hit favorite. I hit the little heart on the album on the take that I got, that I nailed it. And if I messed up, I stopped it. I started again. I recorded it. Once I got a take that I liked, I hit the heart button and I moved on to the next one. After I was done recording all 60 videos, I went back, and every video that did not have a heart, I just erased it. And that way I wasn't stuck erasing videos and, oh, I got to re-record it, or I got to erase this one before I record the next one. Like, just get the videos done, guys. Get the videos done. Done is better than perfect. Okay. Done is better than perfect, because perfect never gets done. All right. It's super important, guys, that more important than, oh my gosh, I stuttered. It's okay. People will appreciate that you messed up and you kept going. People will appreciate the content more than they will appreciate whether or not you stuttered in the middle of your sentence or you said the wrong word. As a matter of fact, I teach this in my social media class, right? That there's 3 reasons why people will work with you. They trust you, they feel like you know what you're talking about, but the third one is key. They like you. People will work with people that they like before they work with people who are qualified. Okay? I'm telling you right now, my very first listing that I ever got as a realtor, they picked me because they liked me, and they told me the entire transaction how all of their real estate friends who had been doing real estate for years kept bothering them because they didn't pick them. Okay. And they picked me just because they liked me. I had no experience in real estate. They were my first, right? And so when it comes down to it, when you're recording video and you stutter or you mess up and you keep going, you're nurturing your likability to people. People are looking at you and they're saying, man, I wish I had the guts to get on video and do what she's doing. Whether they tell you or not, they are thinking it. I can't tell you how many times my wife will see somebody recording a video and the person might sound very bad on video, but my wife will sit in bed and she'll say, man, I'm so proud of her. She's really putting herself out there. And it's like, man, that video is terrible. Like, I'm the content creator. I'm like, man, that video is trash. And my wife is like, good for her, and it's like, yeah, you're right. Good for her. She put it out there. And the truth of the matter is, guys, that if you sit down to record video and you sit down to record 30 videos in one day, the 30th video is going to be much better than the first video. And that's okay, because the more you do this, the better you'll get at it. And after a certain while, you're just going to become a machine. And every time you think of something, one of the things that I challenged myself to do, and I'm glad that Tali's here because I actually felt challenged because of her, is that I decided to start doing reels this year. Okay, I have been avoiding reels like the plague on social media just because I feel like, man, it's too much to keep up with. It's so time consuming. I had no idea that you could save a reel as a draft. So on Monday, I recorded like 12 reels and I'm just posting one every day. The first day I posted like 3 because I didn't even realize that I could do a draft. And I was like, man, every time I come across one of these reels that I like, I'm just going to make one. And so I'm challenging myself to do that on a more frequent basis. And so when you come across, like, how many of you guys actually like watch reels on Instagram? Can you unmute yourself? Can everybody unmute yourself? Unless you have a lot of noise going on in the background. So when you're watching reels, how are you engaging with that reel? Like, tell me this, okay? How many of you guys have ever seen a reel using the same sound multiple times?
Me.
Right? That's what makes them viral, right? That's what makes them trending, is that multiple people are using them, right? And so you'll see the same, like, I don't know how many of you guys have seen lately this reel of the people that are like, ah! And they're like screaming and they're like shaking their head, and then it starts with a song, and then they're like, whatever. I've seen that reel like 100 times in the last 2 days. It's so annoying. And that's how I know I have to do it because there's so many people doing it, right? And it doesn't take that long. And guys, just start doing it. And as you're doing it, you'll stumble upon new features that you didn't even know about, or you can take the time and actually study how to do reels, correctly. And I think, Tali, don't you have a training on reels soon?
I think I was wrangled into that. Yes. I think I was wrangled into.
You were totally wrangled into it.
By the way, you're killing it. I'm obsessed with you and your trainings and your adorable little face. Everybody, I dropped Joel's Instagram into the chat. Follow him and mine too. But the most important thing, drafts are the best. I will start a reel. I make reels in 3 minutes. Do not overthink anything. Like, just do it. People like you for you. If my Instagram is the most disorganized disaster ever, and people spend their life telling me that they love my energy just because I do exactly what Joel says. I don't filter. I don't stop and re-record. And eventually, when you practice something, you become very good at it and you don't be nervous anymore. So I'm very proud of you. Keep making reels. I think we need to collab on a reel.
For sure. We need to remix each other. Now, listen. Something else that's really important when it comes to reels, guys, and I know that everybody has the thought, right? that I don't want to do reels. I think it's stupid. I make fun of the people that are dancing in their $1 million listings all the time, and I think they look so dumb. But guess what? They have $1 million listings. We can't hate on people that are getting results. You know what I mean? So you can avoid it as much as you want. You can fight it as much as you want, but eventually you are going to, like, how many of you guys, when social media first started out, were like, I'm not going to be posting about my life all over the internet so people can see it. And now it's like part of your daily routine. You know what I mean? And like before that, it's like, I'm not joining MySpace or Mi Gente or Black Planet or I don't know, whatever other website existed back then. The whole point is that there was a time where we resisted, but after you stopped resisting and you gave into it, it opens up a whole new world of possibilities and opportunities that you didn't have before then. The people that are not using social media and they're doing real estate are doing it the hard way. They're doing it the hard way. And I can tell you, even if you're getting results and you're not using social media and you're not posting video content, I watched a whole 50-minute video yesterday from, I don't know how many of you guys follow Jason Pantana. If you don't follow him, you have to follow him. Tom Ferry, Jason Pantana, these guys are all about video. They're all talking about video. And Jason Pantana did this YouTube interview with, I think it was like 8 or 10 video content creating realtors. And those realtors said that they have replaced prospecting with videos. And they're crushing it. They're doing 60, 70 deals a year. And their prospecting source is video. Why? Because video is so versatile. You can run Facebook ads to video. You can get analytics from video. You can see how many people are watching the video. You can see what point of the video people are stopping to watch that video. You can see, like, you can track how many people liked it. You can comment and interact with people back and forth. You can post a video. Yesterday, I went live on a Facebook group that I opened up, teaching realtors how to use social media. And I was on there live and I'm interacting with multiple people. If I would have gone door knocking, or if I would have, tried to call somebody up, I could only talk to one person at a time. But engaging with video, look at us right now. There's 33 people on this call right now because video is available for us to interact with. And so this is the power of your real estate marketing if you use video. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody should be doing webinars for their audience, where they teach people how to do, how to go through the whole home buying process, how to get pre-approved, pre-qualified, whatever. Like Tali said, you can collaborate and you can get a lender to be on your Zoom call when you invite your people to it. And you guys can get 3 or 4 people pre-qualified out of one webinar. You have to be doing video. So when it comes to video, the first thing that I was saying about on shoot day is use the favorites album on your phone so that you can stay organized throughout the shoot. But the second idea that is like super, super brilliant is record continuously. Okay. Record continuously. I don't know how many of you guys have ever heard of the website called Descript. Anybody? Has anybody ever heard of Descript? So let's say that I spend 2 hours recording. I upload that video onto Descript. Descript will set up markers at wherever the videos are. It will transcribe the entire video. So I will have written content, I will have video content, and when I extract all of those videos, I can even separate the audio from it. So now I have video, audio, and transcription. So Tali, if you wanted to start a real estate blog, all you got to do is spend 2 hours every 3 months recording a video. You take and you have somebody format it, and you literally just copy paste it into your website, and you really don't have to do much after that. You're just posting the same thing that you said in your video. And guys, you're getting out of one piece of content, you're getting 3 or 4 different things out of it. And if you really, use Descript properly, you can get so much more out of it. So it's one of these things, guys, where if you use these softwares, you record continuously and it chops it up. When you export it, it will export the 30 videos to you. It won't be one video where you have to cut it up and remove it. So it's super, 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 useful. So you can chop it up in post-production. If you feel comfortable editing your own videos, right? You can edit right there within Instagram. You can edit in iMovie. You can edit in InShot, in Clips. You can use all these different softwares to edit your own videos. Or if you are not very tech savvy, you can pay somebody to edit for you. Has anybody ever heard of Fiverr? You go on Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. And on Fiverr, they have a bunch of virtual assistants that will do tasks for you. Some tasks are as cheap as $5. That's why it's called Fiverr.com. And you can have somebody on Fiverr that will edit your 30-second video for you and send it back to you with music and introduction and whatever. And all you did was pay $5 for that video. So definitely don't feel like because of the technology or because of the editing or because of like, don't let those things scare you. The truth of the matter is that you don't edit the stories that you put out there. You know what I mean? Most people are just putting out stories and they're just, you know, posting them, you know? So that's definitely something that is, that shouldn't stop you. And so when it comes to editing and getting everything set up the way you want it, just make sure that you're recording properly and that you're doing it with the end in mind. Okay. So that when you do go to edit those videos, you're able to chop it up in the way that you want to post it. Now, here's a list of resources. And Tali, if you want to contribute to this, if you're still on, you can. But the different apps that I was telling you guys about, iMovie, InShot, Clips, these are all very, very good apps that you can use that will help you produce really good content and really quality content. There are websites that will also help you out with this stuff like Canva, Descript. Artlist.io is a website that you can go on and you can basically get like royalty free music from that you can put in your videos. So if you want to have like high quality audio playing in the background of your videos, you can go on there and you can get that type of stuff. Repeat the editing platforms. Yeah, so the editing platforms, there's a lot of different editing platforms. You can use iMovie, you can use InShot, you can use Clips, you can use you know, any one of these apps. If you're on a computer and you want to do something a little bit higher quality or higher level editing, you can use things like Final Cut Pro or Premiere Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro, that are also going to have very robust systems. These are the types of programs that they use to like edit movies with and stuff like that. So very robust. Now, when it comes to freelancing, Tony, I said Fiverr.com would be where you would do that. And then the music website would be Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Descript is the website that will allow you to record one long video and then it will break it up into multiple videos for you. So you spend an hour recording 10 different videos, and then when you go on Descript, it will spit out 10 videos. You know, it'll chop it up. It'll also, there's a feature on there that removes all of the ums and ahs and from the actual video. So when you get your videos back, there won't be any like yeah, it'll remove all of those things from it so that you sound even more professional. So that's pretty cool. Now, I have this 17 video ideas for realtors. This is actually an ebook that I put together for you guys today. It is 17 different video ideas that you can take and you can run with. And I also put together scripts to go with each video to make it even easier for you. Okay. So hopefully this will get you started on, you know, getting out there and recording video and getting your, you know, your content right. I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. Let me stop sharing here. I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. And so, okay, share screen. Does everybody see my word processor? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So these are the different ideas. So like minimum down payment percentage. I've been getting a few clients asking me about the minimum down payment percentage to get into a house. It used to be widely believed that 20% was the down payment percentage that needed to be paid. With the changes in loans over the years, you can get an FHA loan with the minimum of 3.5%. and a conventional loan mortgage with only 5% down payment. Shoot me a message so that we can get you into a house. I promise you it's easier than you think. Okay, so that's the script. You can literally read it off of your screen while you're recording it if you want to. Okay, and so there's 17 different ideas on here, and they all come with a script so that you know exactly how to communicate it, and so that it's a little bit easier for you guys to kind of get through that information. I hope that this is helpful for you. Is this helpful? Can you let me know in the chat if this is helpful for you? I just want to make sure that I'm not gonna like shoot. Oh, okay, cool. Perfect. I'm going to make sure that everybody gets this. I'm going to be dropping it in the WhatsApp chat groups so that you guys can all take advantage of it and use it, for whatever you want. There's also another app that I want to shout you guys out to. Let me see if I have it here. What is it called? Yes, this app is called Teleprompter. Teleprompter gives you a 7-day free trial, and then they have a what is this? It says here $20 a week, or $20 a month, or $20 a month. It's $20 a month, but there's also some other teleprompter apps. But basically, what you do is you put in the text from whatever it is that you're about to record, and it will show up on your screen as you're recording. So it looks like you're staring right into the camera, but really you're reading off of your screen. So that's a really, really helpful app that I've used in the past. It's a teleprompter app. It's literally teleprompter. You can write that in, and there might be a free version of it somewhere in the Apple store. Again, if you have an Android, throw away your phone, get an iPhone. It'll save you a lot of headaches when it comes. I feel like if you have an Android, you're losing business because you don't have an iPhone. And so, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I promise. I'm just kidding. So really quickly, I want to share with you guys, where's my photo studio? Give me a second here, guys. All right, we're going to end this training watching a couple of really great videos. So can you guys hear this video?
No.
No? Okay. So I'm just
No.
going to drop the link in the chat, and then you guys can watch it on your own time. Because I don't know how to make it to where you can hear it, but so this is, so the first video is of Stephen Kim Holmes. He is basically doing an educational post. So this is an example of an educational post. The second post is a storytelling post by Phil Gertis, where he's basically talking about, and I know that there's a lot of people that can relate to this, especially the dads out there, where he's talking about, my wife went out of town and I did everything. I took care of my kids. I made sure we all had food. I made sure that everybody was good and taken care of. The moment she came back, it's as if I forgot how to do everything. And I was depending on her to do everything for us all over again. And so it's just like a really funny storytelling post that he posted that will make him more relatable, more likable, and that more people will be like, man, that's how my husband is, or man, that's exactly how it is when my wife goes out of town. And so now people like him more. They feel like, this is a nice guy. I can probably do business with this guy. And then this video is a video by Matt Leonetti. I tried to find one that didn't have that much profanity in it. But this is a humor video where he has a voiceover and he's filming his content, right? And the voiceover is just him reading the lyrics of songs, and it's super funny. It's like, why did I get into real estate? Well, in West Philadelphia, where I was born and raised, on the playground is where I spent most of my days. chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. And he starts going into the whole Fresh Prince song. And it's like super funny. And his videographer is like, you can't just read the lyrics from songs. You're not even from Philadelphia. And he's like, I'm sorry, were you raised with me? It's just a funny video. So watch it on your own time. These 3 videos are examples of everything that we're going through on this training. And then I think that might be, let's see here. All right. So to wrap everything up, I'm going to share this one more time. All right. So to wrap everything up, there's a concept called OPC. This is a hack for you guys that are like horrible at creating content. This is a hack, okay? Using other people's content. You find somebody that is already creating killer content and you imitate the content that they're making, okay? That means that if there is somebody out there that is posting, really good educational content, you can go out there. Like, for example, yesterday I was recording a reel about, I recorded a reel that was, let me see if it's what I posted today, because it might be that one. Yeah, exactly. So what's something that will get you a lot of hate if you say it out loud? And I literally just did something similar to what the person actually posted. And so they're basically just saying what's something you'll get a lot of hate for. And look, I didn't even have to speak on this video. I just had to type it in and make a funny face, and that was it. It was done. I did that video literally in like 30 seconds. And so if you see a video on Reels, I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with Reels, but I'm going to show you guys really, really quickly because I just started getting into it. But on Reels, when you're looking at Reels, right at the very bottom, do you see right there where it has the scrolling content, like the scrolling audio? If you tap that right there where it says original audio, if you tap that, it will bring this up. And this is basically where at the bottom it says use, where is it? There it goes. Use this audio. And then you hit that, and then you're just recording your video. And if you hold it down, the audio from the video that you're trying to imitate is going to play in the background while you record whatever it is that you want to record. And that's how you take something that is like, if you see a video over and over and over again, it's probably a good idea just to record a reel with it and save it as a draft so that you can post it later. Does anybody have any questions?
Can you say
open
that
it up
again?
I'm sorry.
Show me on the phone again where you went.
Yeah, you got to go to a reel, and then at the very bottom of the reel, there will be a scrolling. You see right there where it says original audio?
Yeah.
It's scrolling. You tap on that, and then it will open it up to where, you can kind of go through and do what you got to do.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. Does anybody else have any questions when it comes to planning your content, organizing your content, shooting your content, any of that stuff?
Bro, I thought of something while you were talking about Fiverr, kind of related, but not so much. Do you know if we can use Fiverr to hire cold callers, like from out of the country or something like that?
I believe that you can. My experience has been that once you hire a VA for something, you are able, if you find a VA that you like, you're able to kind of like, hey, do you guys also do work on the side outside of Fiverr? And then you can kind of come to an agreement with that person on your own. Not only that, but a lot of times if you get somebody that's really good at designing something, they probably have friends, because a lot of these people are going to be in the Philippines, or they're going to be in India, or they're going to be in a Latin American country. And so when you find somebody that's good, they usually have 10 more people that they know that are looking for work that are also able to do whatever it is that you need them to do. Now, when it comes to VA, George is something to kind of set it up to where if you need a VA, you have somebody who's been trained by Lifestyle that you can actually hire. And so you won't have to do any of the legwork. But great question. VAs basically are people who are virtual assistants. They work from some other country and they charge a lot less per hour. So you can get somebody to do cold calling for you for $3-4 an hour, which ends up coming to like less than $1,000 a month. And you know, if they get you a deal a month, it's way worth the money, right?
Deal a month, it's way worth the money, right?
Does anybody else have any questions? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Can you record on Reels hands-free?
Can you record on Reels hands-free?
Like, do you have to
That
hold down the button?
that is a really great question. Let's see.
I know I get stuck with that on TikTok all the time. I can't record it hands-free without the timer, and I don't know if Reels has that function.
Reels has a timer. But I don't know if it's so that you can use it hands-free.
So you have to
Yeah.
hold continuously while you're recording.
So if you use the timer, it is right now, it is recording continuously until I hit the stop button, and it's hands-free. Like I'm not pushing the button. But you
For
have to
some
use the
reason,
timer.
when you do it on TikTok, you just have to press it once. You don't have to continuously just hold the button. Just press it
Yeah.
once and record.
Got it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
even on Reels, it's doing the same thing. So you just tap it instead of hold it, and it'll record until you hit stop. So yeah, so when I say hands-free, you'll probably have to hit the start button, but you can just trim that part out, and then continue with the video after that.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you for your question, Bianca. Anybody else have any questions? Anybody have any questions?
No question.
All right. Well, if you guys don't have any questions, don't be hitting me up in the chats. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You can feel free to hit me up in the chats, whatever you need. I'm going to put my phone number in the chat here so that if anybody has questions, you can shoot me a text message. Guys, please, 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 if you're going to shoot me a text message, introduce yourself. Okay. I do not have the lifestyle directory saved in my contacts list, unfortunately. So, you know, I would love to save you my phone, but just introduce yourself, tell me who you are and what it is that you need, and I'll be more than happy to take care of you. Can you share the Reels app? What Reels app? I don't know what that means.
She's talking about real, REEL.
Oh, Reels. Okay.
I'm thinking that, I don't know.
Yeah, Reels is inside of Instagram. Reels is inside of Instagram. I appreciate the translation, Rose. I appreciate you.
I'm thinking, I don't know. Maybe she'll respond.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, you can reach out to me. You can shoot me a text message, or you can reach out to me in one of the WhatsApp chat groups. I'm in all of them. So I'd be more than happy to help you guys out. And then if you have, I just keep a lookout for the ebook that I will be dropping into all of the chats so that you guys can get started on putting together some content. Guys, what I put there is just what I put in the book is just a template. Okay. So it can be adjusted for different types of ideas. So just kind of take the ideas and, you know, start getting through a couple of videos, even if you feel like it's not a good video or whatever, put it out anyways, guys. The challenge is not to get it perfect. The challenge is to get it out there. Okay. Because people will appreciate the content. They will appreciate the effort. All right. So even if you feel like, oh, I sound dumb or I sound like I'm rehearsed or whatever, I did a training with one of the agents and I literally had what I was going to read on the screen. I was going this while I was recording my video on purpose and I posted it and I still got a lead from that video. Okay. So it doesn't matter. I probably would have got more leads if I would have done it better. Right. But the point is that if you do no video, you'll get no leads. Okay. You want to be the person that's putting yourself out there, that's in front of everybody's mind so that you're able to generate more business. And this is a really great way for people to kind of interact with you and engage with you. And this is what a lot of anybody who's winning on social media right now is doing it through video. That's the entire reason why our company set aside this time for us to have this moment where we learn how to do video. And so, you know, because it is a very, very big topic and very high ranking on the algorithm. So please, if you have any questions, reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help you. And if you need anything, just let me know, and we're here for you. All right. Thank you guys for being on here, and I'll be seeing you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Joel.
you.
You're welcome. Anytime, homies.